Ladies and gentlemen, let me say it loud and clear. 2025 will be mine, not by chance, not by luck, but by choice and determination. Now, I don't know what battles you've faced this past year. I don't know what doubts have crept into your mind, whispering that you're not enough, that you can't make it. But I do know one thing: those negative feelings do not have the final say. You do. Negative feelings are inevitable. Fear, it comes knocking. Doubt, it sneaks in. Failure, oh, it likes to show up uninvited. But here's the truth: negative feelings are signals, not stop signs. They're not here to break you, they're here to wake you. When you feel doubt rising, when fear whispers in your ear, it's a sign that you're on the edge of something great. So don't let them paralyze you, let them push you. 2025 isn't just a number on the calendar. It isn't just another year to hope things go well or to wait and see what life hands you. No, it's an opportunity, a blank canvas, a fresh page, a chance to decide right here and right now what kind of person you're going to be and what kind of life you're going to create. But here's the thing: nothing changes unless you claim it. It doesn't just happen because you want it to. It happens because you step up and say, this year belongs to me, and I'm not waiting for anyone's permission to own it. Claiming your year with conviction starts with a decision, not a wish, not a vague hope, but a bold, unshakable decision. That decision doesn't come from your circumstances. It doesn't come from what people say about you. It comes from within you, from the part of you that knows deep down that you were made for more. But to tap into that part of yourself, you've got to silence the noise around you. All the doubts, the fears, the excuses. You have to push them aside and step into your power. And let me be real with you: claiming your year isn't easy, because as soon as you decide, life will test you. The moment you say 2025 will be mine, that's when the resistance shows up. The doubts creep in. The fear gets louder. People start questioning your vision. You'll hear voices inside and out saying, who do you think you are? But you've got to answer back: I'm someone who refuses to stay stuck. I'm someone who's tired of playing small. I'm someone who knows that this is my time. Conviction is what separates dreamers from doers. Dreamers hope the world will change. Doers change the world. Dreamers wait for the right moment, the perfect conditions. Doers create the moment. They don't sit around hoping for clarity. They move forward, even in the fog. That's what claiming your year looks like. It's not about waiting for the stars to align. It's about aligning yourself with your vision, no matter what's happening around you. And let me tell you something else: claiming your year doesn't mean everything will go smoothly. It doesn't mean you won't face setbacks or challenges. In fact, you can count on those things showing up. But here's the difference: when you've claimed your year, setbacks don't derail you, they refine you. Challenges don't break you, they build you. Because when you've already decided that this year is yours, nothing can take that away from you. So, how do you claim your year with conviction? First, you speak it into existence. Words are powerful. What you say shapes what you believe, and what you believe shapes what you do. Stop saying, I'll try. Stop saying, I hope things get better. Start saying, this is my year, this is my time, I will make it happen. Wake up every morning and say it out loud, write it down, keep it in front of you until it becomes a part of who you are. Next, you back those words up with action. Conviction without action is just a wish. If you're serious about claiming 2025, you've got to act like it. That means showing up for yourself every single day, even when you don't feel like it. It means doing the hard things, the uncomfortable things, the things you've been putting off, because nothing worth having comes easy, and nothing great happens without effort. And here's the key: you've got to protect your conviction. Once you've decided that this year is yours, you can't let anyone talk you out of it. There will be people who don't understand your vision. There will be moments when you question yourself, but don't let those things steal your fire. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, people who push you to be better. Cut out the negativity, whether it's coming from others or from within your own mind. Remember, your conviction is like a flame. Feed it, protect it, and let it grow. Finally, claiming your year means owning your story. Too often, we let the past define us. We let our mistakes, our failures, and our pain hold us back. But the truth is, your past doesn't define your future. Your choices do. And today, you have a choice. You can let the weight of yesterday hold you down, or you can stand up and say, I am not my mistakes. I am not my fears. I am not my failures. I am more than that, and I am ready to step into my greatness. Justin, 2025 is waiting for you. It's waiting for you to stop making excuses, stop doubting yourself, and start living like the person you were born to be. But the year won't claim itself. You have to claim it. So say it with me. 2025 will be mine. Not because someone handed it to me, not because it's going to be easy, but because I've decided that it's mine, and I will not stop until I make it so. Negative feelings are an unavoidable part of life. They come knocking when you least expect them. Fear, doubt, anger, sadness. But here's the thing. Those feelings don't mean you're failing. They don't mean you're weak or broken. They mean you're alive, growing, and moving forward. Too often, we treat negative emotions like barriers, like they're signs that we should stop. But what if I told you they're not barriers at all? What if I told you they're signals, signs meant to guide you, teach you, and push you towards something greater? Think about it. When fear shows up, it's not there to paralyze you. It's there to alert you that you're stepping outside your comfort zone. And that's where the magic happens. Growth doesn't live inside the boundaries of comfort. It lives in the unknown, the uncomfortable, the challenging. Fear is the signal that you're standing on the edge of possibility. So instead of running from it, lean into it. Ask yourself, what is this fear trying to show me? What opportunity is hiding behind this discomfort? Fear isn't a stop sign. It's a signpost pointing you toward your next breakthrough. The same goes for doubt. Doubt has a way of creeping in, whispering lies in your ear. You're not good enough. You're not ready. What if you fail? But let me tell you something. Doubt only shows up when you're chasing something bigger than yourself. If you weren't aiming high, if you weren't reaching for something meaningful, doubt wouldn't bother you. So the next time you hear those whispers of self-doubt, don't let them shrink you. Let them remind you that you're on the right track. Let them fuel you to prove them wrong. Negative feelings also show up when we've been ignoring something important. Maybe it's frustration that's been building because you're stuck in a job you hate or a relationship that doesn't serve you. Maybe it's sadness that's telling you you've lost sight of your purpose. These feelings aren't here to punish you. They're here to wake you up. They're like a flashing red light saying something needs to change. And here's the key. You have the power to make that change. You're not a victim of your emotions. You're the driver of your life. And those emotions are just the dashboard lights trying to guide you. But let's be real. Negative feelings can be heavy. Sometimes they make you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. And in those moments, it's tempting to shut down, to numb yourself, to give up. But here's what you need to understand. Those feelings don't define you. They're just passing through. You are not your fear. You are not your sadness. You are not your anger. You are so much more than that. You are the person who can feel those emotions and still move forward. You are the person who can acknowledge the weight but refuse to let it hold you down. The power lies in how you respond. When negative feelings show up, don't bury them, don't run from them, and don't let them take the wheel. Face them, name them. Say, I see you, fear. I see you, doubt. I see you, anger, but you don't control me. When you acknowledge those feelings, you take away their power. You remind yourself that you are in control, not them. And let me tell you something else. Negative feelings aren't just signals, they're opportunities. Every time you face fear, you build courage. Every time you overcome doubt, you build confidence. Every time you push through frustration, you build resilience. Those moments of struggle are where your strength is forged. They're where you learn what you're truly capable of. So don't shy away from them. Embrace them, use them, let them make you stronger. Now, I'm not saying this is easy. It takes effort, patience, and a lot of self-compassion. But remember, growth isn't supposed to be easy. It's supposed to challenge you, stretch you, and sometimes even break you open so you can rebuild stronger. The people who achieve great things in life aren't the ones who never feel fear or doubt. They're the ones who feel it and keep going anyway. They're the ones who see those emotions for what they are, signals, not stop signs. Now, so the next time negative feelings show up, don't let them derail you. Take a deep breath, look them in the eye and ask, what are you trying to teach me? What do I need to learn from this moment? Because every feeling, even the hard ones, comes with a lesson. And when you learn to see them that way, they stop being obstacles and start being tools for growth. You are stronger than your fear. You are wiser than your doubt. You are bigger than any negative feeling that tries to stand in your way. So don't let them stop you. Let them guide you. Let them remind you that you are alive, you are growing, and you are on the path to becoming everything you are meant to be. Motivation is powerful, no doubt about it. It's that spark that ignites your energy, that rush of excitement when a new idea hits or when a goal feels within reach. But let me tell you something about motivation. It's fleeting. It comes and goes like the wind. And if you're relying on it to get you through the tough times, you'll find yourself stuck when the spark fades. Because there will be days when you wake up and don't feel motivated. Days when the alarm goes off and the thought of getting out of bed feels impossible. Days when the weight of everything you're carrying makes you want to throw in the towel. What's going to keep you moving on those days? Not motivation. Discipline. Discipline is the foundation of success. It's not glamorous. It's not always exciting. In fact, it's often boring, repetitive, and hard. But that's exactly what makes it so powerful. Discipline is what gets you to the gym when it's raining, when you're tired, when you're sore, when no one else is watching. Discipline is what pushes you to open that book, write that page, or make that call, even when every part of you wants to procrastinate. Discipline doesn't care how you feel in the moment. It's about what you've committed to over time. Motivation is the fuel that starts the engine, but discipline is the engine itself. Think of motivation like a sparkler. It burns brightly and quickly, lighting up your enthusiasm in a burst of energy. But discipline? Discipline is a slow, steady, burning flame. It doesn't rely on excitement or inspiration. It just keeps going, one step at a time, one day at a time, no matter what. And here's the truth. You don't need to feel like it to do the work. The greatest achievers in the world aren't the ones who wait for motivation to strike. They're the ones who show up, even when they don't feel like it. Especially, let me tell you something. Discipline isn't about perfection. It's not about waking up every single day feeling like a machine. It's about consistency. It's about showing up more often than you don't. It's about making small, deliberate choices every single day that add up over time. That's where real progress comes from, not from giant leaps, but from the steady accumulation of small, disciplined steps. If you can commit to taking those steps, even when you're tired, even when it's hard, even when you don't see immediate results, you'll eventually look back and realize how far you've come. Now, let me be real with you. Discipline is hard. It requires sacrifice. It means choosing the long-term reward over the short-term pleasure. It means saying no to distractions, no to excuses, no to the easy way out. It means pushing through discomfort because growth doesn't happen without it. But here's the beauty of discipline. It builds momentum. The more you practice it, the easier it gets. Every time you choose discipline over giving up, you're strengthening that muscle. You're proving to yourself that you can do hard things, that you can keep going even when it's tough. And that self-trust, that inner confidence is priceless. But how do you build discipline? It starts with your why. Why are you doing this? Why does it matter? Discipline without purpose is just drudgery. But when you're connected to a deeper reason, something that truly matters to you, discipline becomes a tool for achieving your dreams. So ask yourself, what's at stake if I don't follow through? What's possible if I do? Remind yourself of your why every single day, because that's what fuels discipline when motivation fades. And don't overwhelm yourself by trying to do everything at once. Discipline isn't about being perfect or tackling every goal in one go. It's about focusing on what matters most and taking consistent action toward it. Start small, build routines, create habits that support your goals. And when you mess up, and you will, don't beat yourself up, just get back on track and keep moving forward. You see, discipline isn't just about achieving goals. It's about becoming the kind of person who does what they say they're going to do. It's about proving to yourself that you're reliable, capable, and strong. That's the real power of discipline. It's not just what you achieve, it's who you become in the process. So the next time you don't feel motivated, remember this. You don't need motivation to succeed. You need discipline. You need the ability to take action even when you don't feel like it, because your goals, your dreams, and your future are worth it. Discipline doesn't ask for permission or wait for the perfect moment. It shows up, does the work, and gets the job done. And that's how you make 2025 yours. You make as many mistakes as you're going to make during the journey to your future, but you make mistakes too. Failure. It's a word that makes most people cringe, a word we've been taught to avoid at all costs. From the time we're kids, we're told to play it safe, to follow the rules, to avoid risks that might lead to mistakes. But let me tell you something. Failure is not the enemy. In fact, failure is one of the greatest teachers you will ever have. If you're afraid of failing, you're afraid of growing. And if you're afraid of growing, you're holding yourself back from everything you're capable of becoming. The truth is, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the fuel for it. The problem isn't failure itself. The problem is how we see failure. We see it as final. We see it as proof that we're not good enough, that we weren't meant to succeed. But failure is none of those things. Failure is feedback. It's a message telling you what didn't work and showing you what to do differently next time. Every time you fail, you're given a chance to learn, to adjust, to get better. The only way you truly fail is if you give up and stop trying. Think about some of the greatest achievers in history. They didn't avoid failure. They faced it, embraced it, and used it to their advantage. Thomas Edison, the man who invented the light bulb, failed over 1,000 times before he got it right. When asked about those failures, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,0,0,0,0 ways that won't work." That's the mindset you need to adopt. Every failure is one step closer to success. Every stumble is proof that you're in the game, that you're trying, that you're daring to do what others are too afraid to even attempt. Here's the thing about failure. It's not just about learning what doesn't work. It's also about learning who you are. Failure tests you. It pushes you to your limits. It asks you how badly you want what you're working toward. It shows you your weaknesses so you can strengthen them. It reveals your resilience, your grit, your ability to stand back up when life knocks you down. Failure is a mirror that reflects not just your mistakes, but also your courage. Because it takes courage to try, knowing you might fail. It takes courage to dream big and take risks, knowing there are no guarantees. And every time you get back up after a fall, you're proving to yourself that you're stronger than you thought. But let's be real. Failure hurts. It's frustrating. It's disappointing. Sometimes it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, and every failure adds another brick to that weight. That's why so many people give up after their first few attempts. They think the pain of failure isn't worth it. But let me ask you this, what's worse? The pain of failure or the pain of regret? Because when you look back on your life, you won't regret the times you tried and failed. You'll regret the times you let fear stop you from even trying. You'll regret the dreams you let slip away because you were too scared to take the leap. The pain of failure is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. The key to redefining failure is shifting your perspective. Instead of seeing failure as a dead end, see it as a detour. Instead of seeing it as proof that you're not good enough, see it as proof that you're growing. Growth is messy, it's uncomfortable, it's full of missteps and wrong turns, but that's what makes it beautiful. You're not supposed to have it all figured out on the first try. Nobody does. Success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about navigating through it, learning from it, and using it to become better, smarter, and stronger. And here's another thing about failure, it makes success so much sweeter. When you finally achieve your goal, after all the setbacks and struggles, it means so much more because you've earned it, you've fought for it, you've proven to yourself that you have what it takes to overcome anything that stands in your way. Success without failure is hollow. It's the struggle, the climb, the persistence in the face of adversity that gives success its meaning. So the next time you fail, and you will, because failure is a part of the process, don't let it discourage you. Don't let it make you question your worth or your abilities. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to get better? Write down the lesson, adjust your approach, and keep moving forward. Every failure brings you one step closer to your goal, as long as you refuse to let it stop you. Remember, failure is not the end of the road. It's a step on the journey. It's not something to fear. It's something to embrace. Redefine failure as fuel and watch how it transforms your life. Because when you learn to see failure for what it really is, a necessary part of growth, you become unstoppable. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your journey. They can either lift you higher, pushing you toward your goals, or drag you down, keeping you stuck in place. Your circle matters. It shapes your mindset, influences your decisions, and determines the energy you carry as you move through life. That's why, if you want to claim your year, if you want to rise above challenges and achieve your dreams, you must surround yourself with builders, not breakers. Builders are the people who see the best in you, even when you can't see it in yourself. They're the ones who believe in your potential, who challenge you to dream bigger, and who hold you accountable to the promises you make to yourself. Builders don't just clap for your wins. They help you build the foundation to make those wins possible. They're the friends, mentors, and allies who remind you of your strength when you feel weak, and who refuse to let you settle for anything less than your best. Breakers, on the other hand, are the opposite. These are the people who drain your energy, plant seeds of doubt in your mind, and diminish your vision with their negativity. They're the ones who discourage you from taking risks, who make you question your abilities, and who secretly root for your failure because your growth threatens their comfort. Breakers are not necessarily bad people, but their energy is not aligned with the path you're walking. They operate from fear, insecurity, and a scarcity mindset. And if you're not careful, they'll project that onto you. The first step in surrounding yourself with builders is taking an honest look at your circle. Ask yourself, who are the people I spend the most time with? Do they inspire me or drain me? Do they challenge me to grow or do they hold me back? This can be a tough process because it might reveal some hard truths. You may realize that some of the people you've been loyal to are not good for your growth. And while it's painful to distance yourself from people you care about, it's necessary if their presence is hindering your progress. You have to protect your energy, your dreams, and your vision. Not everyone will understand the path you're on, and that's okay. Your journey is yours, not theirs. Once you've identified the people in your life who are builders, nurture those relationships. Show up for them the way they show up for you. Celebrate their wins, support them in their struggles, and remind them of their potential, just as they do for you. Builders thrive in environments of mutual encouragement, trust, and respect. When you create a space where both of you can grow together, the bond becomes unbreakable, and you both rise higher as a result. But what if you don't have enough builders in your life right now? That's okay too. Builders aren't always easy to find, but they're out there. You just have to be intentional about seeking them out. Start by putting yourself in spaces where growth-minded people gather. That could mean joining a professional group, attending workshops or seminars, volunteering, or even participating in online communities where people share similar goals. Builders tend to gravitate toward environments where personal and collective growth is prioritized. Be open, be genuine, and don't be afraid to reach out to those who inspire you. Builders recognize other builders, and when you show up with a mindset of collaboration and positivity, they'll welcome you into their circle. It's also important to remember that being surrounded by builders doesn't mean you'll never face criticism. In fact, true builders will challenge you, hold you accountable, and push you to do better. They'll give you the hard truths, not to tear you down, but to help you grow. That's what sets them apart from breakers. Breakers criticize to wound. Builders critique to sharpen. Learn to embrace constructive feedback from those who want to see you succeed, and ignore the noise from those who simply want to bring you down. And let's not forget, you need to be a builder too. Be the person who inspires others, who uplifts them, and who helps them see their own potential. Be the person who listens without judgment, encourages without envy, and celebrates without hesitation. When you embody the qualities of a builder, you naturally attract others who do the same. You create a network of positivity, resilience, and support that becomes an unshakable foundation for your journey. In life, you're going to encounter all kinds of people. Some will build you up, and some will try to break you down. But you have the power to choose who gets access to your energy, your time, and your dreams. Choose wisely. Surround yourself with builders, people who lift you, challenge you, and remind you of the greatness within you. And just as importantly, be that person for others. Because when you're surrounded by builders, you don't just grow, you thrive. You rise higher than you ever thought possible, and you inspire others to do the same. That's how you build a life of purpose, fulfillment, and success. That's how you claim your year. Words hold incredible power. The words we speak to others can uplift them, inspire them, or tear them down. But perhaps even more significant is the way we speak to ourselves. The internal dialogue we carry shapes our reality. Every day we have the choice to speak life or speak death over our own journey. Our words can either affirm our potential and fuel our growth, or reinforce our doubts and limit our progress. This is why speaking life over your journey isn't just an encouraging mantra. It's a transformative practice that can propel you forward or keep you stagnant, depending on how you choose to use it. When you speak life over your journey, you're not just wishing for good things to happen, you're actively aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with the vision you have for your future. It starts with believing in the power of your words and understanding that what you speak shapes what you see. How you talk about your goals, your challenges, and your progress sends a message to your subconscious mind, which then influences how you show up in the world. If you speak doubt, fear, and negativity, you'll start to expect failure, and that's exactly what you'll see. But if you speak hope, courage, and possibility, you'll start to see opportunities, solutions, and progress, even in the face of setbacks. Think about the way you speak about your challenges. So often we get caught in the trap of framing obstacles as insurmountable mountains. We say things like, "This is too hard. I'll never make it. I don't have what it takes." And when we repeat these words, we reinforce a belief that we are powerless to overcome what stands in our way. But what if you change the way you spoke about your difficulties? What if you said, "This challenge is temporary and I am capable of navigating through it. This obstacle is an opportunity for growth. I am stronger than I think and I will find a way through this." Speaking life over your journey means seeing challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones. It means embracing them as part of the process and understanding that they don't define you, they refine you. The power of speaking life extends beyond challenges. It's also about how you talk about your dreams and aspirations. Too often, we speak about our goals as if they're distant fantasies, things that are nice to have but not realistic. We say, "It would be great if I could do this. Maybe one day I'll get there," but that language lacks conviction. It lacks belief. When you speak life over your dreams, you speak with certainty and with a sense of purpose. You say, "I am capable of achieving this and I'm going to make it happen." You affirm that your dreams are not only possible but inevitable, and you back those words with the actions to make them a reality. Speaking life over your journey means owning your goals and fully believing that they are within your reach. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or for external validation. It's about trusting that you have the power within you to create your own future. But the words you speak to yourself aren't always enough on their own. You also need to guard the words that others speak over you. There will always be people who doubt you, who question your abilities, or who discourage you from pursuing your dreams. These external voices can be loud, but they only have power if you let them. When someone tells you that your goals are impossible, you don't have to accept their negativity as truth. You have the power to reject it. Instead of letting their words take root in your mind, speak truth over your life. Remind yourself of your worth, your capabilities, and your vision. Protect your energy from the words of breakers and surround yourself with builders. Those who encourage you and believe in your journey just as much as you do. Speaking life over your journey also means showing up for yourself with unwavering faith, especially when things don't go according to plan. When setbacks arise, it's easy to get discouraged and question whether you're on the right path. But remember, progress is rarely linear. Success isn't a straight line. It's a winding road full of twists, turns, and unexpected detours. The way you speak about your setbacks will determine whether you stay stuck or keep moving forward. When something doesn't go as planned, don't speak defeat over it. Instead say, "This didn't work out, but that doesn't mean I've failed. It means I'm learning and adjusting." Speak encouragement over your mistakes and use them as stepping stones toward growth. By speaking life in moments of difficulty, you transform challenges into opportunities for learning and evolution. Ultimately, speaking life over your journey is about more than just the words you say. It's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the vision you have for your life. It's about cultivating a mindset of possibility, believing in your own potential, and having the courage to take consistent action toward your goals, no matter the obstacles. The words you speak to yourself, the way you frame your challenges, and the energy you project into the world will all come together to shape your reality. So start today. Speak life over your journey, over your goals, your dreams, your challenges, and your growth. Choose words that affirm your strength, your resilience, and your capacity for greatness. And watch as the universe begins to respond to the energy you're putting out. Speak life and you'll attract life. Speak possibility and you'll see doors open. Speak courage and you'll find yourself taking bold steps forward. The power is in your words, and the time to use them is now.